What's up, guys? It is Monday the 15th. It is about 7:30 right now in the morning. I'm about to have a first meal. Today is a training day. I train Monday through Saturday. That's going to be my training split into like June. So I just want to show you my meals for the day so you have an idea of how I'm dieting and what kind of foods I'm eating so you can implement it for yourself. So for the first meal, I have egg whites and I have oats with PB2, 24 grams of PB2, 30 grams of oats, and this is 258 grams of egg whites. So the macros for this meal are 41 grams of carbs, 41 grams of protein, and 6 grams of fat, because I'm also going to have some fish oil with it. And that's it. Alright guys, so this is my meal number 2. It's just 5.3 ounces of ground turkey and about a cup and 5/8 of jasmine rice, which for me, when I do, is about like 230 grams of jasmine rice, and I have 5 grams of macadamia oil on it. So in total, the macros for this are about 65 grams of carbs, 41 grams of protein, and 6.57 grams of fat. And that's it. And for seasoning, I put the Himalayan pink salt on it, and this Frontier salt-free garlic and herb, because I already have I put a lot of salt on it from this. So that's it. What's up, guys? We are at Bev Francis Powerhouse Gym right now. It is about 12. I usually train around this time, and if I have like a crazy schedule, I'll go later in the day. It really depends. But my usual is like 12-ish, 12:1. But just wanted to take a sec and say, so the shoulder and chest workout today, it's going to be back and forth. So it's going to be one shoulder move, one chest move. So I kind of have like a lot of rest for the muscle group. I just like doing it that way. Sometimes I'll do shoulder moves first, chest moves, and then vice versa. But today I'm going to flip-flop between them, and that's how I'm going to be doing it until June for my shoulder and chest day. Some people honestly even say, like, Alex, why do you train shoulders and chest together? You know, because a lot of people like to separate them because they are usually used. Like if you do a pressing movement, you'll a lot of times use your front delt. So if, for example, I start with dumbbell military press, which does focus on the mass of the delt and the front of the delt, and then I go do a dumbbell press, people are like, oh, well, you're already pre-fatigued. I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't matter, because as long as I'm continuously increasing the weight, even if I'm pre-fatigued, I'm still increasing the weight, you know? So that's how I see it. I like training it together. I love training it together. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the workout. For me, this takes about 2 hours to do. You can definitely shorten the rest times. I usually rest like a minute and a half between sets. You can do like 45 seconds if you want, if you really are in like crunch time. But this is one of those things that, like, when people complain like, oh, like, why do you train 2 hours? Listen, Arnold trained for like fucking 4 or 5 hours, so 2 hours is really not that big of a deal. And you have to also consider, I'm not training like 2 hours like beginning to end. I'm stretching, I'm resting, I'm drinking water, you know, I'm using the bathroom, like whatever, like I'm posing, I'm doing cardio, I'm doing abs, so it's not like I'm like working 2 hours straight. So I'm actually training for like an hour and 15, 20 minutes or something like that. So it's not like a full 2 hours. You're just in the gym for 2 hours. I'm honestly in the gym now longer than 2 hours. So, but you know what? This is what I love to do. I really think people say, like, I do have balance in my life. Don't get me wrong. I think balance is very important. But if you want to be the best at what you do, you're going to have to sacrifice from other like areas of your life to invest in this part of your life, whatever that is for you. Yes, there should be a balance, but there should definitely be something that you focus on more than anything else. And for me, this is what I do. I want to be a pro bodybuilder. I want to get to Olympia. So, and I say that like wholeheartedly. I'm not flinching when I say that. The way I see it is, I know what I have to do to get there, and I can get there, and I know I will eventually. It's a matter of time. So as long as I work hard and I stay consistent, I can get there. So that's the mindset everyone should have. It's not being cocky. It's just having confidence and believing in yourself that if you do the proper steps necessary, you will get there. And that's very motivating for me. So yeah, small little rant over. So yeah, shoulders and chest today. Hope you enjoy the workout. In the comments, let me know if you guys try it and if you like it. And yeah.
Alright guys, so the first movement is a military shoulder press. For this, I do 4 sets of 6 Bev's has this machine in the corner that I really like. It's at a slight angle, but any machine press honestly will do as long as it feels comfortable for you and your joints, in my opinion. And I make sure to like hold at the top for a second, and as you see, I'm controlling it throughout the movement. Second movement we got here is the incline dumbbell chest press. I did 4 sets of 6 on this. As you can see, my arms are at a slight angle. This contracts the chest better, and I always prefer dumbbell over any barbell chest work just because I feel that each pec is doing the work. One is not picking up slack for the other side. It's better for symmetry, and it's honestly way better on your joints. So for sure, dumbbells. Third movement is the dumbbell side lateral raise. I like to isolate each delt and do them separately. I also like to hold onto a frame and do them slightly leaning. It creates a larger range of motion for the delt. And what else? Oh, the rep range for this is 12 to 15. A little higher on the volume side, 4 sets as usual. I kind of always do 4 sets on everything. Fourth movement is a chest press. This machine is unique to Bev's, but like a hammer strength machine press will work as well as long as it's flat. And for this, you want to make sure that the grips are kind of at the upper pec area, and you want to make sure that the elbows aren't flared out and are slightly leaning, like slightly bent inwards towards your rib cage, so like they're tucked in. For this, I did 4 sets of 10 to 8 to 10, my bad, 8 to 10, heavy. And as you can see, I'm struggling quite a bit. I like to really push myself, and I am dieting right now, but I'm keeping the weights as heavy as possible within the volume. Alright guys, so the next movement is a side lateral machine raise. For this, I do some tempo work, so it's going to be 3 seconds up, 3 seconds hold, and then 2 seconds down. So that 2 seconds kind of breaks the rhythm of the movement, so it really makes you think during the workout and make sure that you're not skipping off on the tempo. And I like to incorporate machine work because I really like the constant tension it gives you, and I've found this to really help in the mind to muscle connection with my side delts. For this, we're aiming for sets of 12 4 sets. And the last movement is a superset actually, so the first one of the superset is the high to low cable flies. I really like to incorporate some type of cable work into my chest day. Any type of fly is rather if it be a cable fly or a dumbbell fly, I just always include one. For this, we're gonna do sets of 20, 4 sets, and a superset pretty much means you do this movement and you jump to the next movement without a rest, and then once you finish both movements, then you take a rest and you consider that one set. Okay, so for the last thing, I don't even know what to call this. Honestly, there's a variation of this that kind of works like the rotator cuff, but I've tweaked it a little bit to work the rear delt. And the key is to make sure that you stop your arm at like pretty much right as you when it's 90 degrees in front of your body. That's where you stop, and you just squeeze back, and it really hits the rear delt. Again, I'm isolating each rear delt, and it's 4 sets of 20.
Hi. So I somehow knew. I knew I was gonna do this. I was literally sitting there making my post-workout meal as I'm about to go to the gym. I'm like, watch me forget. So I forgot to record my post-workout meal and show you guys what it looks like. But honestly, it's the most basic meal of the day, so I'll just verbally tell you. It's pretty much the same amount of jasmine rice as I had pre-workout. So it was a cup and 5/8, so about, one sec, I wrote it down. So it's about a cup and 5/8 of jasmine rice, and that would be about 65 grams of carbs. I had 48 grams of the 1-Up Whey, the cinnamon flavor, and I had Magna oil. In my meal and 2 fish oils. So in total, the macros were exactly the same as my pre-workout meal. So it would be 41 grams of, no, it's 41, what am I saying? 65 grams of carbs, 41 grams of protein, and 6 grams to 7 grams of fat. Yeah, I do prefer the low-fat, high-carb dieting style for now. At least that's what my coach has me do. But everyone might be different. I know people that do high fat and low carbs. I mean, whatever your body reacts to better. I just know that if I cut my carbs super low, I look really flat, and that makes me really depressed. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, so this is my fourth meal of the day. I have two more after this. I will show you what I am eating. It's gonna be a really big surprise. It's gonna be so different from everything else of the day, I swear. Big surprise, I know. Wow, we got more jasmine rice. We got 3/4 of a cup of jasmine rice. This is about 30 grams of carbs. And we got 138 grams of chicken breast, seasoned, etc. As you can see, beautiful. And again, wow, shocker, mac nut oil on it. And I'm about to just put some salt, seasoning, have my mustard on the side again, and that's it. Also, wait, ooh, let's focus. There we go. Okay, so I just want to take a second and talk about mac nut oil, because everyone's probably thinking this kid literally uses it on everything. I do use it on everything. Why? Because it's literally probably the most healthiest fat source you can get. Let's see if we can zoom in here. Okay, so we have saturated fat, polysaturated fat, monosaturated fat, and zero trans fat. This stuff is the shit. It is so good for you and your heart and your blood and your I would say your blood and circulation, because it helps your heart. It's omegas, and it's a little pricey. I'm not gonna lie, compared to olive oil, but I definitely think it's worth it, especially if you're planning to compete in the MPC or IFBB. I think it's important to watch and make sure you take fish oil supplements and have a really clean source of fats. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about it for a second. Okay guys, so it is currently 8:40 and I'm having my fifth meal of the day, and would you look at that, it's exactly the same as meal number 4, which was 30 grams of carbs, ooh, this lighting's really bad. There we go. It was 41 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbs, and 6 grams of fat. And I'm just keeping it honest. I was thinking about making some super fancy meals and stuff today, but then I realized that's not actually what I eat every day. So I'm gonna keep it really simple. This is what I eat every single day. I never cared for food personally, so when I talked to my coach about my meal plans, I told him as simple as possible, just for functionality, not for pleasure, I guess. And yeah, so I'm gonna show you one more time. This is my meal number 5. It's exactly the same as meal number 4. Actually, you might be seeing a pattern in my meals. If not, I will explain it at the end, how I structure my meals for the day. And yeah, I have one more meal after this. What's up, everyone? So it is 11 o'clock at night right now, and I'm about to have my last meal of the day, my 6th meal. It's just a shake. I have this little cute blender thing I bought from the Arnold Classic. So it's just 22 grams of casein and 32 grams, so just a serving of, I use the 1-Up Whey Isolate, and then I've just put 5 grams of macadamia oil in it, and that's it. Really basic, nothing crazy, and that's pretty much what I eat in a day. People like to change it up and stuff, but like I said before, for me, it's functionality over everything. So, because also, today was a super laid back day for me, so I had the option to record my full day of eating, etc. But not all my days are so laid back, so I want to be able to just take my food and bring it with me wherever I need to go, so that's why I do this. Alright guys, last installment of this video. I just wanted to show you what I was talking about, because earlier in the video I said that there's a pattern to my eating. So I just wanted to write it out for you guys, literally, and show you how I structure my days. It's very simple, and I eat 6 times a day, but it stays this, it'll make sense. I'll show you this. Okay, so I literally wrote it out. So I started with carbs, because everyone's obsessed with carbs and timing, etc. So I always have carbs in 5 meals. It's going to be meal 1, which is breakfast, 2 other meals, and pre and post workout. I do not have carbs on my last meal. My last meal always is usually pretty late, 10:30, 11. Meal 1, I separate from the other 2, because the other 2, it really depends when I work out. So meal 1, at the moment, I have 30 grams of carbs.
my 2 other meals, I have 30 grams of carbs. Pre and post workout, I'll have 65 grams of carbs. And last meal, I'll have 0 carbs. My protein is the exact same in every single meal, 41 grams. And my fat stays the same, 6 grams per meal. Okay, guys, so I'm pretty much just finishing up editing the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's Monday morning. I have a pretty crazy day today. So, I don't know, I'm gonna train. I'm just gonna wing it. But, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. This is technically my first installment of my prep. It was a little on the longer side. I'm gonna try and find a balance of doing maybe, let's say, videos of like 10 minutes. That's usually like the standard. So I hope you enjoy it, and let me know what you guys want to see in the next one. I was thinking a back workout based off of like what I was saying on my Instagram. A back workout and maybe supplements, life update, whatever you guys want, let me know.